If your digestion feels unpredictable lately, like bloating one day and sluggish the next, and your mood feels just as inconsistent, you might be trying to solve the wrong problem. In early spring, mood and digestion usually aren't separate issues at all. In Chinese medicine, they're the same system asking for regulation. Sounds too simple to be true, right? Well, that's why we're here. Welcome to the Longevity Path with Dr. Ava, where ancient wisdom meets modern regenerative medicine. I'm Ava, doctor of acupuncture and Chinese medicine. And today we're talking about why mood issues and digestion issues often show up at the same time in early spring, and what that tells us about how our nervous system and our liver system are actually functioning. One of the biggest misunderstandings that we see clinically is that mood lives in the mind and that digestion lives just in the gut. Physiologically speaking, that's not true. Your digestion, your emotional regulation, and stress response are tightly linked through things like the nervous system, hormonal signaling, bile flow, and metabolic timing. In Chinese medicine, the liver plays a central role here. It really helps to facilitate the smooth movement of things like emotions, digestion, and internal signaling. In early spring, when these systems are activated, even small disruptions can feel massive. And that's why you can notice irritability alongside bloating, anxiety and appetite changes, or frustration paired with digestive heaviness. Nothing's wrong per se. The system is reactive. It's not broken. So the primary barrier here is reactivity caused by poor regulation, not necessarily poor choices. When the liver and the nervous system are under strain, the body tends to lose flexibility. Instead of adapting smoothly, it swings emotionally and digestively. If this is you, you might be trying to respond with things like tightening your diet, avoiding foods, or just over-analyzing emotions. But trying to control this increases the tension. And guess what? Tension is going to increase the reactivity. Spring can make this more noticeable because it's a time of upward and outward movement. Your body is trying to shift from conservation to engagement. If your body doesn't feel resourced enough for that shift, you could experience things like shorter emotional fuse, sensitive digestion, or inconsistent energy. This is why spring often exposes underlying regulation issues. These may or may not have been easier to ignore during the winter. But don't think of it as a setback. Just take in the information and let's move from there. At this point, you're tired of guessing, and that's where practitioners like us come in. So holistic practitioners like us at AcuHealth tend to look at the nervous system, digestion, emotional load, and how they're all interacting. Sometimes using just acupuncture or light movement alone can improve regulation. Or we can look at herbs and teas to help with liver and digestion signaling. Now, don't get me wrong, these don't eliminate your stress. They just help your body respond to it more effectively. So here's the reframe for week 2. Think of mood swings and digestion as feedback. These are signals that are showing you that regulation is thin. It's not telling you you need more discipline. So before changing what you eat and how you manage stress, it's so important for you to understand why your system is reacting in the first place. So on Wednesday, we'll talk about how to stabilize this mood digestion loop gently and without tightening control or adding pressure. So between now and Wednesday, I just want you to notice, how does stress affect your digestion? When do you feel most reactive during the day? So just take some time and see if you can notice any of these things happening in your body. I hope you found this helpful. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. Where are you responding to reactivity? with control instead of regulation. And until next time, stay grounded, stay consistent, and build health that supports your life, not just your symptoms.